Yo, what's going on, man? Today is April the 9th, 2023. It's your boy Chris, and this is the ChrisBeCappinn NBA show. I'm live on Twitter. I'm also live on YouTube as well. Before we get started, let me see. I thought I had this done already. Just see if I can get my AirPods connected. Okay, so the sound quality should be a little bit better on YouTube. Um, as you guys join, hit the like button for me if you can. Share the show. NBA season finale is today. This is the last set of games that we have where every team is playing, and it's a lot. I think I'm not gonna say it's a lot to like, but there are a couple spots that I'm looking to back. And I'm not a degenerate gambler. I will say that. I think most people know that. I typically like to be pretty concise with my picks. I like to have research that kind of back them. Not an emotional gambler. And the only reason I really wanted to do a show today is because I felt like I found the edge on some of these books and some of these lines that we have, specifically some of the totals. I'm not looking to try to figure out what team is going to win and how much they're going to win by. I could care less, honestly. I think some of the teams could care less as well. So really quickly as I get started, like I said, if you guys enjoy, I'm gonna bring some knowledge to the slate today. So if you guys like that, do me a favor, like the show, retweet the show, share the show. Also, if you guys are interested, you can become a member. It should be if you guys are on YouTube, there should be a join button now. A couple people have already signed up for the membership. It's two different tiers. And I'm not gonna get into all that, but if you guys are interested, definitely jump over to YouTube and join as a member. I did send out a couple plays that I'm gonna play that I've played already today, and I'm gonna go into why I like those plays as well. I posted them in the community tab earlier. I think I did it the right way. I got a couple likes on them, so I think I did it the right way. But I'm gonna go over why I like those plays, and try to find some value today, man. It's a lot going on. A lot of injury news, a lot of injury implications. This game probably doesn't mean a lot, and that's how I kind of capped it for most of these teams. So, real quick, before we get started in the slate today, I want to kind of go over a couple of cheat sheets that I found over on YouTube. So I'm not 100% sure. Most of you guys probably are. If you're not, I'm not. I don't know why. I don't know why you guys aren't. But over on Underdog NBA on Twitter, he I forgot what my guy name is, but he did tweet out a little cheat sheet for today, and it had a lot of great information in there. He does this every single year. I don't know if you guys remember, but he did it last year as well. And I'm trying to find it. Let's see. It's so much going on, bro. It's so many things going on. Throwaway games for most of these teams, I think we can all say. All right, so here we go. I got it pulled up. So uh teams that are just a refresher for people that don't know. Teams that are definitely playing to win will be the Pelicans, the Timberwolves, and the Lakers. Of course, there's playoff seeding implications into that. Also, Golden State and the Clippers as well. Just trying to figure out who wants to avoid playing the Phoenix Suns in that fourth spot and end up in the fifth spot more so than anything else. So for the Clippers, the Timberwolves, and the Lakers, though, those teams do kind of need to win because the way the play-in game works is the 7th seed plays the 8th seed, but the game is played at the 7th seed's home. Same thing for the 9th and the 10th seed is played at the 9th seed's home. The 9th and the 10th, the teams that match up in the 9th and the 10th spot in the play-in tournament, the loser of that is eliminated. The winner of that plays against the loser of the 7th and the 8th seed, if you guys don't know. So 7th seed only has to play I'm sorry, the winner of the 7-8 seed only plays that one game and then they get slotted into the playoffs as the number 7 seed. The loser gets to play again against the 9 and the 10. The loser of the 9 and the 10 is eliminated. And then you kind of get that whoever loses between 7 and 8 and whoever wins between 9 and 10 play each other for the final seed in the playoff spot. I hope that makes sense. Just trying to kind of give you guys the overlook of how the play-in is going to go. Then I'll go over this briefly as well. You got teams that have absolutely nothing to play for, and that list is pretty long. I think it might be easier to talk about the teams that are actually incentivized to lose, which is Orlando, Indiana, Houston, Washington, San Antonio, Dallas, Utah, and Portland. So those 8 teams probably won't win today. But I could see them, still trying to go out here and put up points. Score a lot of points, and that's typically what you see. And one of the reasons why I wanted to do the show today is because you see a lot of teams kind of give up, points, and it can turn into like a shootout type of game, LA Fitness type of game, YMCA type of game today, and that's what I'm kind of anticipating, which is why I jumped on some of these totals. So with these teams incentivized to lose, of course, they're all wanting to lose, needing to lose to kind of increase their stakes of getting the first pinball and getting the highest, possible draft pick as well. So that's what I got for you guys there. Not gonna go into every single one of the situations. Of course, a lot of these teams aren't necessarily resting their starters. I think pretty much every single team is resting most of their starters. As a few separate occasions, haven't seen that the Kings are resting any of their starters yet. I actually saw that they were going to play, so I will go through that really quickly as well, kind of give you guys the most updated information, and then I'll jump into a few of the plays that I'm looking at. So for just going back through Underdog right now, real quick, and I'm gonna just hit the refresh button and make sure I have the most updated information. And if people don't know, all of the games either start at 1 o'clock Eastern time in about 30 minutes, 1:10, or they start at 3:30. So every single game is going to be on today simultaneously. The first set of games will go off. I think it might be 7, 6, 8. And then you have another subset of 7, 8 games that all start at 3:30 as well. So real quick, most updated injury news. We got DeAndre Hunter, who is listed as available. Atlanta has nothing to play for. They're slotted into their spot already. TJ McConnell is ruled out for the Indiana Pacers. Jalen Smith is also out. Miles Turner is also out. O'Shea Brissett is in. Isaiah Jackson is also in. And Aaron Nesmith is available. Dennis Smith Jr. for the Charlotte Hornets is out. The Lakers did the sign-in with Tristan Thompson and Shaq Harris for the playoffs. Waived Devon Reed. Brogdon for the Celtics is out. The Magic look like they're going to be starting Suggs, Houston, Franz Wagner, Carter Jr. I thought I saw Wendell Carter Jr. ruled out. And Markelle Fultz. Jeremy Grant, Simons, Nurkic all remain out. Joe Harris is out for the Brooklyn Nets. They have nothing to play for. Nicholas Claxton also out. Spencer Dinwiddie ruled out. Jordan Clarkson, Rudy Gay still out in their season finale today as well for the Utah Jazz. Kevin Knox, probable for Portland Trailblazers. Nasir Little is out. Tyler Horton Tucker is also out. Colin Sexton, Lauri Markkanen, all out. Matisse Thybulle for Portland out. Cam Reddish questionable. Trenton Wofford also listed as probable. I think he's probably going to play. Drew Eubanks questionable. Shaden Sharp listed as probable. He probably gets some run in the last game of the regular season for the Portland Trailblazers. Gary Harris available. Franz, Markelle Fultz, Wendell Carter Jr. The Celtics will start. It looks like White, Pritchard, Hauser, Mike Muscala, and Blake Griffin. So they still have some scoring out there. Interesting to see what that total is going to be set at. All of the starters have been ruled out. So no Robert Williams, no Marcus Smart, Jason Tatum. Of course, Jaylen Brown cut his hand on the vase. He won't be available. Gorgeous Niang is also listed as out. So we got a lot. And all this is within the last hour as well. Spencer Dinwiddie, Jared Allen is in. Zach LaVine is also in. Victor Oladipo is in for the Heat. Strus is in. Kyle Lowry's in. Tyler Hero's in. Bam is in. Jimmy out. Sohan, Devin Vassell also out. So it's a lot going on. For me, the way I'm looking at the systems is not necessarily based on who's in and who's out. Of course, you do have to take that into consideration. But I'm gonna share my screen and show you guys what a couple of the things that I was looking at today. And it doesn't necessarily, it's not based on who's available to play and who's not available to play. It's more so just these teams being in these spots where they don't necessarily want to win. They don't necessarily want to go out there and play defense hard either. Shout out to the members, man. I see some people joined already. I appreciate you guys, man. What up to Sean? Derek, it's a celebration. Easter. Happy Easter, Chris. Happy Easter to you as well, my guy. Appreciate all y'all doing as well. Damian said he likes Shake Milton today, ladies and gentlemen. Points and assists over 23.5. He should get a lot of uses today. I couldn't talk anybody off looking at a guy like Shake Milton, who, probably still feels like he has a lot to play for, wants to, potentially earn some playoff minutes as well as they get ready to take on the Brooklyn Nets in the 6th seed. So I couldn't talk anybody off for looking at a guy like Shake Milton today. I'm gonna actually write that one down. Shake Milton over. I didn't play any player props, but I am gonna share with you guys what I got as soon as I get done with this. Shake Milton over 23.5. Damian is on. What up to my guy Anthony? I seen a notification. Can't believe you're on right now. Took unders on all the star player props. I don't think any of them played the entire game. That's a tricky one, Derek. Probably not, depending on if they playing in the playoffs or not. Yeah, you just kind of go game by game. Coop said Minnesota and the Pels should be the most important game of the day. Absolutely, it should be. I did see Rudy Gobert and Karl Anthony Towns listed as questionable for that game. Minnesota will be playing on the second leg of a back-to-back after having to travel from San Antonio last night. I'll get into that game just a tad bit more. Shout out to Blaze for becoming a member. Shout out to Anthony for becoming a member. Happy Easter to you as well, my guy. Damian said I'll be starting for the Hornets. Appreciate y'all, man. Tone said he's on Miami first quarter -3. Best of luck. Does anyone like Sengun, PRA, or triple double? Mike Jones said. I didn't look into him at all. But I do want to, like I said, it's only a couple plays that I want to share with you guys and tell you guys why I'm on them. And I'm going to get people up, man. First, I'm going to get Dream up. I got him connected. So I'm going to get through mine real quick. Hustle said Shake Milton line up to 25.5, -128. So a lot of people are on the over for Shake Milton. You see the line kind of, jumping, moving around. I always encourage you guys to kind of check your sports books as well, man. I do not look like Devin Harris. I don't know who said that, but definitely don't look like Devin Harris, bro. Relax. All right, so Shake Milton, line up to 23.5, from 23.5 to 25.5. Definitely shop around and see if you can find the best of the number. Points and assist line is what it looks like people are on. So let's get to it. So the game, I gave out 3 totals that I liked earlier today, and I want to share my excuse me. I want to share my screen real quickly and show you guys why I'm liking these totals. So the NBA has recently started. This is like relatively new. They recently started having all these games. Last year was the first year that you really started to see all these teams, playing at the same exact time. All these teams kind of playing at the same exact time on Sunday, and everybody has a game as well on Sunday as well. So two separate things, but I think those are extremely important things. So first thing I want to share is this. What I have here is if you guys are watching on YouTube, and this is what the channel is going to be. It's going to be a whole bunch of, lot of supported plays, that you guys are going to be able to see if you guys end up joining and becoming a member. Everybody will still get the plays. The members will get them before if you guys want to put the numbers in before. But what I have on the screen here is since the start of last season, this is game number 82, or the game number 82 for every team. You guys can see last year there were 15 games, and this season there's also going to be 15 games as well. Those 15 games went 11-4 to the over. So if you blindly bet the over, you cash 73% of your bets. The only 3 that went under were the Timberwolves and the Trailblazers last year, the Suns and the Kings, and then the Hornets and the Wizards. So I did some digging in this, right? So we got all of these games and all these different totals. So one of the things I looked at was what if you were playing on no rest? So what if you were playing on the second leg of a back-to-back for this game? So last year, the teams that played on the second to last day of the year and also played on the last day of the year as well in the back-to-back, those teams went 4-0 to the over. So it gets a lot better. You guys can see here that the Timberwolves and the Pelicans play today. This is a meaningful game, so I'm not telling you to automatically blindly bet the over. I actually probably wouldn't play the over in this one. I'm going to stay off the total. I do like it to go under. Feel like it should be a defensive game. The total already dropped from 230 to 227, so I'm off the total. But here, you guys can see the Nuggets and the Kings also fit the bill, and the total has already gone up. I think when I gave it out earlier, it was a tad bit lower. I need to see exactly what I gave the total out at. I want to say Kings and Nuggets. I actually didn't get his total out, but the Trailblazers and the Warriors, I gave this one out at 234.5, and it looks like it's come down just a tad bit to 233.5. But I like these games to go under. Also, I gave out the Indiana and New York Knicks game to go over 230.5. So let's see. If we go to the live eye screen, Indiana and New York is up to 232. At circa 231.5. So numbers still widely available. I gave it out at 230 this morning. It opened at 229, and you see money starting to come in on the over. And it's, this was more than just the trend that I just kind of showed you guys. This was a lot of stuff that I looked at for this Indiana Pacers team specifically. We know that they've been the worst defensive team in the league post All-Star break. So real quick, we look at the Pacers after the All-Star break. 12-8 to the over. You guys can see right here, those games are going over by almost 11.5 points per game, and they're in and about about 245 points. So a lot of money here coming in on I think a lot of room here for that as well. If you look at them at home, which this isn't a home game. I'm sorry, this is a road game. They are 5-6 to the over, or 6-5 to the under. Not scoring as many points, but you guys can see here this total is still 230, almost 236 points. So some more room there on the over as well. And that's probably my favorite one. That's actually the one I couldn't believe that the total was that low. We just watched these two teams play each other the other day, and this game, fly over the total. So that's the one that I like the most. I also did play San Antonio and Dallas. That's always been a track meet. I think that Dallas is still going to be able to score, even though they won't have their starters in. I gave that total out at 229.5. That total was also up to 231.5, 231 on some books. And I gave it out this morning I think I gave it out at like 9 o'clock, 9:15. I capped most of these games last night. So I like those two totals, and I like the Golden State and Portland total to go over 234.5. Like I kind of just like I just said, man, a lot of these teams are not necessarily concentrating on defensive intensity, in the last game of the season. In my estimation, teams are going to go out there. They don't want to get hurt. They're going to play as free, as fast as they possibly can. We're going to see a lot of three-pointers getting shot because a lot of these teams got their bags packed already. It's Cancun on 3, 1, 2, 3, Cancun really, really soon. So I think we see points. I think we see a lack of defense. We saw it yesterday. If anybody watched the Minnesota Timberwolves game, they scored 150 points and still gave up 130 points to the San Antonio Spurs with nobody. So those are the three totals that I like the most. Like I said, if you guys, I don't even know if you had to join or not to get those plays because I put those out in the YouTube community section earlier. Indiana, New York, over 230.5, over 230. San Antonio, Dallas, over 229.5, and Golden State, Portland, over 234.5. Those are the ones that I like the most. I also like the Kings game to go over as well. I didn't play that one quite yet, but I am looking into that one. Also, I just want to make sure nobody gets ruled out at the last second. So those are the three looks that I kind of got for you guys. Like I said, I didn't play any player props, but I do want to hear from everybody else. I'm going to be on until about 1 o'clock. When the game start, 1 o'clock Eastern time. When the game start, I'm jumping off so I can go do some Easter egg hunt stuff with my son, and then I'll come back and start watching some of the games. So if you guys got requests, send me what you got. Let me know what you're on. If you got something that you want to share, let me know what it is that you're on, and we'll go from there. I want to read the updates real quick. It looks like the Hornets are going to be starting Maladon, McGuire's, Makalu is starting again. Thor is starting again, and Mark Williams is starting again as well. I'm not sure if we're gonna get player props for all these guys, but it's a lot to like today, man. It could be a lot of really interesting sneaky player props to hit as well. But I might play one or two, but it's a lot to like in all these games. Dream, I'm gonna kick it to you first because I know you probably did your research and did some deep diving, bro. What you got for the people, man? Happy Easter Sunday to you if you celebrate. And talk to the people, man. What you got for them today?
Happy Easter, my God. I didn't even
I wasn't, Dream. I wasn't, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, Dream. I wasn't. If I'm being honest, I saw some stuff on the slate, and I was like, man, I ain't do a show yesterday. I ain't do a show Friday. I should probably, do one more show to, just for the people to kind of cap the season off, man. So I figured I'd do it real quick.
I want to give other people a chance to speak, and I got every look that I give is a sprinkle. It is some great looks, but they all sprinkles. But before I even did that, bro, I apologize. I got a lot going on at the crib right now. Can you give me your 3 plays again and explain what's this member thing that I keep hearing you talk about? How do you become a member? Like how that work again? Can you just bust that down real quick?
Yeah. So if you go to the YouTube page, it should be like where you can hit the like button. It should be a button there that says join. If you hit the join button, it's 2 different packages, 2 different tier packages that you guys can sign up for. So the first one is called the supporter package, and the perks of being a supporter are loyalty badges that you guys get, member only chat rooms as well, priority reply to comments. So if you guys if people have looks that they want to share, and they want my analysis on it, then I'll make sure that I prioritize answering those questions first. Community shout outs, and then there's emojis that I'll end up adding as well. And that's $2.90. It's only $2.99 a month. I'm not trying to kill anybody. Just kind of what it is. It's what it is. What it is. It's a supporter package. And then the ChrisBeCappinn community tier is the second tier. It's $5.99 a month. That comes with and people have been going crazy for this. The ChrisBeCappinn 10 top resources that I use to kind of handicap the games, because a lot of people are interested in learning how to handicap the game. So I've compiled the list and I've sent it to a couple people already who are interested in learning how to cap the games the way that I do, and just having all the available resources. So it comes with the ChrisBeCappinn resource 10 resources. It comes with all my official bets because they'll be posted. It also comes with members only live stream videos that'll be before everybody else gets to can view those. And it'll be discounted merch as well as soon as I get all my t-shirts and stuff loaded up. $15 for ChrisBeCappinn t-shirts as well. So that's the biggest difference. Everything is still going to be free, because I know it's a lot of people that's just freeloaders. They just want to kind of come around and let me see what Chris on today. You know what I mean? Like that's always going to be there. Everybody don't want to do the research. Everybody don't want to, but so it's still going to be stuff for everybody. But this for the people that really, really, kind of dig in and kind of really support me. And don't mind, giving some back for everything that I do for everybody. So that's the only difference, Dream. And then as far as the officials that you talked about, Dream, Indiana, New York game that we kind of talked about. I know Stefan was talking about all the overs. I expect this one to go over again today as well. Different scenery, of course, because this game will be played at the Garden. But I think the Knicks get whatever it is that they want. I took the over in that game, over 230.5. The total has gone up to 231.5, I think now. I played it at 230. Gave it out up to 232. San Antonio, Dallas, I think it's going to be another track meet. The pace is going to make this game fly over. I took the over 229.5. And then Golden State and Portland, I took the over 234.5 in those 3 games in my official plays. And I'm going to post those at the bottom for people watching on the YouTube section right now as well. But they are posted in the community page if you guys have access to it. But yeah, that's what I'm on, Jay.
Appreciate that. Yeah, I'm going to lock in on the YouTube and appreciate the plays, man. So I'm gonna give out as many looks as I can. They just looks, man. I ain't putting them on my official record. I'll sprinkle all of them, but I'll give them out and I'll explain why I like them. If you like them, you can follow them. So the first one is the boy Savi. I don't know his last name. SBI from the Hornets. I took his over 24.5 PRA. He's covered for the last 5 games. We actually had a parlay on my page that we was discussing, me and so one of the dudes that follow me. We basically put Jada Ivy and Savi together. They each covered every prop posted for them, so it was a nice little parlay. And I can see Savi covering all of his props posted again. His assist is like 4.5. He's going over that 4 or 5. His assists 3.5. He's going over that 4 or 5. And his points 16.5 or 17.5. He's gone over that 5 or 5 or 4 or 5, depending on if you get that 17 or that 16.5. So I like Savi for the Hornets. He should get usage, and if you want later juice for the threes, go ahead. But I think he goes over all this stuff, at least half of them. So I just took his PRA. I'm interested. Hopefully I missed Stefan. The Knicks guard.
I just got him up. It just got him up. Then he up.
Yeah, because I'm actually in my Facebook group looking at my plays. I'm not on Twitter right now, so I can read them to y'all. But yeah, I took Quickly and Grimes over 1.5 threes. I'm sorry, 2.5 threes. I need to update that. To me, that's just too sweet. Like, Emmanuel Quickly be jacking. I ain't even gonna talk about the Knicks. I'm gonna let my man talk about the Knicks. You know what I'm saying? But I took those. Sagun, one of your guys mentioned it. Yeah, it's a gun country today. He done burnt us plenty of times, but he also came through. And yeah, Sagun without KPJ, you got to look at his assists. His assist is only 4.5. When KPJ was out for that single night. So I love his 4.5 assists. It's definitely worth a sprinkle for the ladder. Jalen Green, same thing with the threes. The 25.5 is too much for me, but you give me over 2.5 threes with Jalen Green. He might shoot 10 tonight. I'll take it. Just need him to shoot 30%, which is probably what he'll do. But we'll take it. And I can't talk you off a ladder off Jalen Green. And I can't talk you off a nice 8 assists, 5-3 parlay worth like plus 5,000 either from Sagun and Jalen Green. So yeah. And the last play, and I'm not even gonna get a chance to research much more because I'm gonna be spending time with my shorty today. So it's some spots there. But my last spot that I like that I had a chance to look at was the Nneka Okongwu. I've been rocking with him for a minute. Over his points and rebounds, 23.5. He should start. If he doesn't start, he should get a bunch of minutes. I'm expecting 30 minutes for him, so this line is too low. His normal line is between 16 and 18.5. So if he's going to get 30 minutes, which is 10 more minutes than he normally gets, and you're only going to give me a 5-6 point difference, I'll take it. Also posted a double round robin on my page, so I love the spots for them. Can't talk you off a Shake Milton assists ladder. But yeah, that's what I'm on. I'll post these sprinkles to my page. But yeah, that's what I'm on. Best of luck, yo.
Absolutely. I like the looks too, man. A lot of great spots, and y'all know Dream is a killer when it comes to these value plays and being able to create these what he calls blunt money bets, where he kind of take these guys based on the volume, based on the recent performances. I like him, Dream. I like the looks that you shared a lot, man. I want to kick it to my guy Stefan real quick because he probably gonna be able to follow up with the Knicks talk, and then Cam, I'm coming to you, and then we're gonna wrap up with Ben. We'll probably be right at the 1 o'clock p.m. mark around that time. Stefan, what's going on, my guy? Happy Sunday, bro.
Hey, happy Sunday to everybody. Dream, thanks for the info. Next game started in 10 minutes, and of course they holding off the lines. No lines on DK, no lines on PointsBet. So I've been trying to finesse off of DraftKings. No, FanDuel. I said DK. FanDuel, there's no Knicks lines. I think that RJ Barrett, I'm laddering his points up, and I'm taking his base because, one, there's a report out that Tibbs is going to play him the full minutes. I've always said RJ has no bag, but if it's a team where the small forward is blighting the ass and there's no center down low to block the rim, he's going to go crazy. So the one thing I really think is, these reports, you got to sift through what works and what doesn't. So when he talked about the full minutes, I truly believe he's going to play 30 minutes because this is his second game now off of that illness he had. Last game, he had, I want to say, 27 points, 26 points, but he was like 0-8, 0-9 from 3 and looked uncomfortable at times. So I think this is the perfect spot to tune him up, get him some confidence for the playoffs, and that's what I think the Knicks are thinking. So I took his base points. I also, on DraftKings, took his 25 plus 2 assists at like 250, and his 30 and 2 assists, I want to say that was 750. And I'm also going to build a version of it that has like 30 points and 5 assists and 30 points and 8 assists. Interestingly enough, in the last game against the Pelicans, they used him like he was James Harden. Like they would just throw him the ball at the top of the key, let his no bag having ass go off the dribble, try to find someone. And he had 11 potential assists, and I want to say he dished it out 6 times. So I think the assist, like his 2.5 base assists, is just like, that's just free money. It's minus 145, which is juice to hell, but that's just free money. He might have that in the first quarter. Love that. What is going to be the deal with the Knicks starters as far as like how long? I got to throw this in there. I built out on DraftKings my long shot for the day plus 4,000 is Quickly and RJ for 25, Grimes and top of 15. And this is literally, if they play 30 minutes, I don't see like how that doesn't happen. Like they may score 140 points tonight. There's like 7 active Pacers. They're tanking. So we'll see. Obviously, I don't want to go too crazy because they could pull all the starters after the first half or halftime, but I really think RJ Barrett's the one guy I'm really kind of keen on tonight.
I like it. I like it a lot, Stephen. I saw your boy, man. He was out there looking like getting shots up like he was RJ Barrett. He was out there getting shots up like he was shooting for Randall and he was shooting for Brunson as well. I saw him breaking every three and making every layup.
Facts. And you know what? I took it just because they still have Grimes at 2.5 threes. And if you know the Pacers, you might get that in the first quarter. So I took that too. I'll be honest. I took that one too.
I like it. I like it a lot, man. I like it. Best of luck to you, Steph. I also like that Stephen and Dream both mentioned, man, if you guys are playing, especially if you're new to sports betting and maybe you just started, I always like to make sure that, not assume that people know every single thing about sports betting. But today is the last day of the regular season. If these teams come out here and lay an egg, it's total that could be totally normal as well. So don't go too crazy, right? It shouldn't be full unit size days. Last day of the year, game number 82 is a lot of degeneracy. If you guys don't know, and if you don't know what degeneracy means, Google the word. You'll figure out exactly what it is. But this is just a way to kind of get some action. It's going to be every single team is going to be playing today, and just some of the spots that you like. I encourage everybody not to go too crazy. Even though I will tell you guys, I'm already in on the playing games. I'm already capping them because the lines are already out as well. I just want to make sure don't nobody get hurt in today's games because we do got a lot of those guys actually playing today, especially on the Chicago side of things. I know the Raptors have ruled out their guys, but play-in for the Eastern Conference has already been set, and I'm already dug into those, locked in on those games as well. Started last night, but I like the looks from Stephen. You said RJ, right? Right, Steph?
Yes, sir. I'm on RJ everything right now. So
RJ, man, with Tibbs as the coach, man, Tibbs gonna leave him out there playing like it's game number 10.
Listen, man, if it's Isaiah Jackson and Mathurin and Jordan Nwora, I gotta worry about. I'll be fine with the results.
That's a fact. That's a fact. I just expect pace. As soon as I just wanted to make sure that Nembhard was in because he's the one that pushes the pace, and I think the Pacers will be able to score in this one too. It should be up and down type of game. I played the over in the game, but I couldn't talk anybody off the Knicks team total to go over either. If you just want to play it straight, if you can find that number, I don't even know if it came out yet, but I like the look, Stephen. Appreciate you, bro. I hope you catch it.
Real quick, what do you think about because McConnell's not in there? What do you think about Nembhard's dimes? Because I haven't looked at what the line is, but like if there's no McConnell, he's probably going to play like 37, 38 minutes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely,
yeah. I would think so. As long as the other guys can make the shots, I don't see why I wouldn't play the under. Put it like that. And I don't expect y'all to be extremely locked in today either, Stephen, on the defensive end. And that's why I'm taking the overs. That's exactly why I'm taking the overs because the good teams don't want to get hurt. The bad teams trying to get a bucket. They're trying to end the season on a good note. So I think it's going to be a lot of YMCA type games today, up and down the court. It's going to look like Rucker Park out there.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, Chris.
Yes, sir, bro. I appreciate you as well, man. Cam, coming to you, and then let me see if I can get Ben connected. We'll get up out of here. What up, Cam?
What's good, man? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. Happy Easter to you as well, my guy. How you doing?
I'm good, man. Doing surprisingly well on this degenerate weekend. But yeah, I got a few things, and just real quick. So the Raptors, I played their -2.5 last night. Milwaukee's not playing anybody. Like literally, Myers Leonard's playing. Like that dude shouldn't even be in the NBA right now. So I would be shocked if like the Raptors at the end of the day, we're not playing our starters, but Scotty Barnes is playing, Gary Trent Jr. is playing, Precious is playing, Boucher is going to play, Pirtle will play 20-some minutes. Like that's still half of our playoff rotation if we make the playoffs, but I know we're in the play-in. Those guys will play because we have no one else, and I can just see this game being done real quick, just because it'll be NBA players versus dudes who shouldn't be in the league. That's just how I looked at that one. And also, we lost those last two games. There's a little bit of pride finishing on 500. The Raptors we haven't had a losing season in a long time. And I can see that pride being brought today. So I took the -2.5. That's my reasoning behind there. If you want to go with the team that they don't have anything to play for, but it's just a one-sided talent gap. My next one was Jalen McDaniels over 16.5. He's going to play 30-something plus minutes. If you ever watched him in Charlotte, which I did for some weird reason because I don't want fantasy, he's not a bad scorer, but when everybody's in that Philly team, he doesn't get the usage. When he got the usage, he went off. play 44 minutes. He's going to play at least 30-something plus minutes today. He's at the end of that rotation, right? So they're going to probably try and get him a little bit of play, let him get some shots up. So I took that. I'm with Dream on Speed. That's how you pronounce it, Dream. I only know that because he was a Raptor, Speed Mahalik. I just took his points, but I agree. I think same thing. He's just going to get his touches. And then my last one is Klay Thompson over 4.5 threes. Klay Thompson needs 5 threes to hit 300 threes for the year. He's never done it before. It's set at -115. I don't think the Golden State Warriors are afraid of anybody in the first round. I don't think they're that type of team that are going to go and be like, oh, we need to avoid the Suns. I think it's a big milestone for Klay. He's going to shoot 10 to 12 threes today. I think he's going to go for it. He's going to want to hit that milestone. Klay cares about these things. He cares about legacy. He cares about making, he's that kind of guy. He's made it clear. He throws up the numbers. He throws up the rings. He likes to tell people how good he is. You always hear him talk about it.
That's a fact.
It is facts. He's one of those guys, and I respect it. I got no problem with Klay reminding people who he is. He's always like, don't forget who I was and what I've done. So this is another option for it. This is another way for him to do it. 300 threes in a season over 4.5 threes. And that's it for me.
Like it, Cam. Yeah, I like the analysis around it too. I saw his threes listed at 4.5. Him and Steph listed at 4.5. It was one of the only numbers that I looked at. And says they need to kind of win today, or at least I think they'll win. I don't think they really have a off on button either. As far as like playing with intensity, playing without intensity. I'm with you, Cam. I like those looks a lot.
When they play. If you saw them against Sacramento, they played. They didn't like Klay. I took Klay's threes in that game, and he went off in that fourth quarter. He was at 2 threes in the fourth quarter. He was like, no, let me lock in. Went off for 7 threes, right? So I truly believe, like you said, I don't think this team's scared of anybody. They don't want to be in the play-in. So they're just going to go for it. They're going to go for the win. And whoever they face in the first round, they're going to look at them and say, cool, I'm going to beat you.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you there for sure. Okay. I like the looks from Cam as well. Ben, you up, man? What's going on? Happy Sunday to you, my brother.
Hey, man. How you doing?
I'm good. What's going on, Ben? How we going to end the season on an awesome note today, Ben? I know you got something for us today.
We are going to fade the shit out of these teams that have to lose. That's what we're going to do. My top play of the day, we got the Knicks and the Heat 2-leg parlay. Got it for -109 last night. For those who don't know, the Magic and the Pacers are tied for the same spot in the lottery, and they will both actively try to lose today, in my opinion. I made a nice bit of change on the Pistons the other night, basically just fading the Pacers as, the Pistons were a 7-point dog and won the game outright. We're up double digits most of the game. I think the Knicks might win this game by like 35 points. Same goes for the Heat, the Magic game. The Magic are just ready to get to Cancun. I just can't see how the Heat don't outright win with the lineup they're playing. They're playing their normal guys outside of Jimmy Butler. To me, that says they want to finish the season on a high note and, probably get to the play-in, in top form. And then the other play I'm on today is the Rockets, -3.5, I believe. That lineup that Washington is just putting out there is an abomination. That is just an insult to the National Basketball Association. I know the Rockets aren't good, but they have legitimate NBA starters playing today. Half these dudes for Washington probably haven't started a game. More than half. Probably, I would imagine a lot of these guys, it's their first start this year, which is great for them. That's awesome. But I just think that the Rockets play them off the court today. So that's what I'm on today.
Okay. We got Knicks and the Heat parlay. Okay. I like it, man. I can see it.
And Chris, I just forgot to add on to that Rockets thing. I forgot completely because I played it last night. And people were asking about it. Sengun, I took his assist and rebounds over 15.5. He's hit that the last 6 games. No KPJ, so his assists are going to go up. He had 20 boards last game. And to dovetail off what Ben said about the Rockets versus the Wizards, they're just going to mollywop that team. So I think Sengun's going to be involved in a lot. And the Rockets aren't that. They don't have a reason not to play their young players. Sengun's one of those guys, they want to develop. So I think he's going to just be involved in the game all over the place. You can take his PRA or whatnot, but I want assists and rebounds just in case the shots go to the guards.
Okay. No, I like it. I like the looks a lot, man. I think overall very productive show. Shout out to Dream, Stefan, Cam, Ben. Appreciate you guys coming on here and dropping all the plays, all the insight. Everybody else for kind of tapping in, showing support to the members. If I see anything live that I like, which I probably won't, but if I do, I will share that. Somebody asked about Andrew Nimhart's assist. I looked that up. It looks like it's sitting at like 7.5 against the Knicks today. Couldn't talk anybody off if you think that the guys are actually going to make shots. I do expect a lot of pace in the game, which is why I'm on the over. My 3 plays are posted below. Indiana, New York, over to 230. Like I said, the number has moved up. I shared the analysis around it earlier. San Antonio, Dallas. Honestly, I think it's just going to be a track meet of a game. Over 229.5, and Golden State, Portland over to 234.5 as well. Golden State just continues to play with pace. Portland also continues to play with pace as well. So I think that those games go over. Let's see, 1780 Guap said Boston, Detroit, over 8.5. He looking at MLB. So Red Sox and the Tigers, and the New York Yankees on the money line minus 136. I didn't look at baseball yet today. I will be looking at some baseball, and like I said, I'll be concentrating a lot. I've been playing baseball, but not publicly. So I'll start sharing baseball looks as well for you guys as soon as basketball kind of over and done with. I just kind of want to focus on one thing at a time, but I've been kind of dabbling in baseball as well. Baseball is profitable, man. Baseball can be more profitable than basketball if you know what you're doing. But yeah, I appreciate everybody for tapping in with me, man. Like I said, 3 best plays at the bottom. If you guys want to join as a member to show some support, you guys can just use the link. If you guys have trouble finding the link, shoot me a DM, and I'll send it to you on Twitter. Also, if you guys want the resources link after you the resources document, if you guys want the resources document after you join as a member, shoot me a DM. I'll send it to you in your emails, or I can send you the Google Doc link as well. And it kind of goes through a little brief analysis of how I use each site to handicap these games, especially as we get into the playoffs and the play-ins. The meaningful basketball is right on the way, man. I'm so excited for it. Hope you guys are too. Best of luck to you guys on all your action today. Enjoy the games, and I'll talk to you guys later.